All right, welcome back to 3+U and the author of the book, Schooled for Success, How I Plan to Graduate from High School a Millionaire. Are you kidding me? It's great to have Houston Gunn here. His mom, Michelle, is here on the couch with us also. And Houston, this is pretty incredible. So what year in high school are you right now?
Currently, I'm wrapping up my junior year.
Wrapping up your junior year, and not a millionaire yet. You got like 1 year to do it, right?
1 year.
Okay, my friend. So graduating high school a millionaire, first of all, I don't think any high school students are thinking about even what they're going to do after graduation. I mean, much less I'm going to be a millionaire by the time I graduate high school. How did this start? The book is incredible. I've read a couple of pages and I'm hooked already.
Well, I'll first start with the goal, because the goal came before the actual book idea and me actually thinking about writing a book. It actually happened my first day of high school when I was a freshman back in the Seattle, Washington area. And we had what was a welcome to high school assembly where the leadership teacher went on to announce, if you get good grades, go on to college, graduate from college with a degree, and go out and get a job, on average you will earn $1 million in your lifetime. And everyone was going wild and cheering for that, the teachers, students, staff. And I really decided to do the math because I've already been somewhat exposed to a whole different world of entrepreneurship and really learning how money works. So I started to do the math, and I figured out if you were to earn $1 million in your lifetime and only to work for 50 years of your life, so let's say 22 by the time you get out of college,
sure,
to 72, that would only be $20,000 a year, not including taxes or expenses.
Wow. So you were thinking, you know, I think I could probably do better than that.
Absolutely, and I think everyone should set to do better than that and be worth more than $1 million in their lifetime.
Okay, let's bring Mom into this for a second. Michelle, is this something that, is this just an unusual prodigy child that just happened to be dropped out of the sky to you guys, or is this something that is taught, that spirit of entrepreneurism? Is it taught from the home, or how do you as a parent respond to this?
Well, he's grown up in a home and we've been entrepreneurs, so he's been exposed to it his whole life and seeing business and watching parents, grandparents, and great-grandparents be entrepreneurs. So a lot of it he's just grown up and it's kind of rubbed off, but then again, we don't necessarily keep a lot of business things out of the home. So if he has questions or he's hearing me on the phone, he will ask different things and I share and explain and hope that it will educate him. So it's just kind of rubbed off, I think.
And it sounds like he has a natural inquisitive kind of a mind as well, right?
Oh, when I picked him up that first day of school and he gets in the car and he said, this has bothered me all day. This is my first day of high school and I can't quit thinking about this. I'm going to make a goal to graduate high school a millionaire.
But you know, that's something that we always have been taught and always hear, is that, you know, if you save your money, if you do it the right way, then you can retire a millionaire. And it's a lofty goal. But to back that up to high school, and you're already involved in a number of things, real estate, you've written a book. What are some of the things that you're doing right now to achieve that goal?
Well, absolutely. Well, for everyone that doesn't know, I did my first real estate deal at the age of 13, and then that kind of led into me getting more exposed to the world of real estate and having my parents and grandparents come from a real estate world. And then how the book ended up coming along was still during my freshman year in high school back in Washington. We had to do what was called a job shadow project, where you go find somebody in a field of work that interests you and you have to ask them if you can spend the day shadowing and see what a life in their shoes is like. And I decided to ask if I could job shadow a CEO of a private money lending company who's been a mentor to me in the real estate world, and not only me, but my family as well. And he ended up saying yes, and that's one of the things I've really grown and pushed in my book, is it doesn't hurt to ask, because being told no is better than not knowing at all. And I went out and spent the day job shadowing him, finding out what it's like to be a CEO of a multi-million-dollar company. And then I really got to do the interview with him, and he actually challenged me during one of the questions in the interview, which is shared in my book. He said, Houston, you should write a book, because he knew everything that I've been doing, my real estate deal at that time, and he said, challenged me to write a book to share this message. So I took on the challenge, and here I am today.
Houston, I mean, this is an incredible story, and I'm looking forward to reading the book. Is it a mixture, and for other high school students that are watching, for maybe some of the moms of those high school students that are like, oh, tell me how to get $1 million. Is it a combination of learning the information you need to know? You said this is a mentor of yours, this person in real estate. Is it a combination of that plus drive and making yourself get out of your box and get uncomfortable a little bit? Or what is the main ingredient to that?
Well, I would say it's two things, and you pretty much hit the mark. It's definitely education and learning, and one thing of kind of how I, inside scoop of how I came up with the title School for Success is I've been attending all these real estate seminars, business conferences, and I would always say after the 3 days of those events that I learned more in those 3 days than I do at school, because they're teaching more real life applicable things that you can apply to life. They teach you about money, especially in the real estate. They teach you not only how to make money in real estate, but how to make your money work for you. And that's one thing that I think is missing in the school systems that I try to bring awareness in my book, is because with my experiences, I've done the business classes, I've done the marketing classes, and they teach you all these definitions, and it's great to know what the actual definition of marketing is, but you don't really learn much if you don't go out there and do it. And that's the second thing, is taking action.
Well, Houston, it is absolutely a pleasure to meet you. You can meet him too. And moms, I'm telling you, drag your high school student to meet Houston Gunn. He is going to be at Barnes & Noble coming up Saturday at, what was it, 2 o'clock?
From 2 to 4 o'clock.
From 2 to 4 o'clock out at Barnes & Noble. So make sure you go and check him out April 19th. That's this Saturday. Houston Gunn, his mom, Michelle, I'm assuming, will be there as well. And moms, while everybody's getting their book autographed by Houston, you can drag Michelle aside and talk to her about what she did also. So an incredible story, and when you make that first million and it's in the bank, which you're on your way to that right now, I want you to come back and see us. And bring us something nice, Houston, for crying out loud. Thanks, buddy. Good to see you,
Thank
Michelle.
you.
Thanks for coming in.
Thank you.
We've got much more 3 Plus You right after this.